Weesibe Bbiri.
Obutereevu nkwaniza nnyo programu Weesibe Bbiri ekyo kino ekyolwaleero ennaku z'omwezi 9 omwezi gwa Julayi omwaka 2019 tukuttemu obudde katono nnyo ekikeerezi olw'ensonga nti amawulire gaffe gabadde mayitirivu nnyo tukutuusaako tetwaga tukutuuseeko byennyini ebibadde mu ggwanga gy'otabadde mu bujjuvu bwabyo but well, good enough nze okutuusaako ebintu ebyenjawulo nga bwe bigenda mu maaso mu ggwanga lyattu Uganda saako n'ensi yonna buli lwa balaza olwokubiri n'olwokutaano ssaawa kasita ziwera nnya oluvannyuma lw'amawulire amasukulumu Moses Wamala mba ng'obye bumala okutuusaako ensonga ez'enjawulo nga bwe zigenda mu maaso mu ggwanga Uganda saako n'ensi yonna of course nsooka n'enkubuzaako nti weebale byonna gy'otuusizzaako engalo akawungeezi oba olw'eggulo lw'olwaleero olunaku lwonna nammwe abagenda obugenzi okukola kirungi nnyo mwebale okubeera nga mutaasa ebintu biri ebisatu byenjogerako okusookera ddala gw'omuntu owa bulijjo ekyokubiri ekitundu ky'owangaliramu ssaako n'eggwanga lyo Uganda bw'oba nno ng'olina ekyenjawulo ky'otaddewo well and good genda mu maaso osobole okubeera nga otereeza ebintu ebyo ebisatu ku mikutu egy'enjawulo Delta TV Uganda that's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram saako ne YouTube osobola okubeera nga kwesa hashtag Let's Talk UG Politics on Twitter saako ne ku Facebook osobola ogenda n'okomentinga oba n'ossaako ekirowoozo kyo ku mukutu ogwa Facebook ku live stream yennyini eriko n'otubulira kiki kyolowooza akawungezi nno kono akaleero tugenda kubeera nga tukwata nnyo ku ekitundu ekisooka tugenda kukwata ku ensonga za kalulu akaddibwamu ak'ennebbi era nga bangi campaign olunaku lwaleero tukitegeera bunnyo we zikomekkerezeddwa okulonda kwa wiiki lwennyini olunaku lugenda kuba lwakuna kutandikira ddala essaawa zijja kubeera emu ey'okumakya okusinziira akakiiko ak'ebyokulonda era kukomekkereze ku ssaawa 10 ez'olweggulo nga bwe nkutegeezeza nti campaign ez'olwaleero ziwedde era nga yoyo omukulu eyali ssentebe wa LC5 mu Nebbi district eyatuva ku maaso omwaka oguwedde era nga yalondebwa abantu abangi mu mwaka gwa 2016 ye William Ezram Alenyo era nga yafa omwaka oguwedde ebyo bino bye bimu ku bifaananyi ebya Dr. Kano Kiza Besigye mu Nebbi ng'akola kakuyege oba campaign eya musajja munne Onyai Vicky Emmanuel anno abali mu contest eno ey'okujjuza ekifo ekyo eky'ennebbi LC5 district chairperson mulimu Onyai Vicky Emmanuel gwe nkugambyeko wa Forum for Democratic Change Otuba George wa Independent saako ne Irombi Emmanuel wa National Resistance Movement ne President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni olw'eggulo olwaleero abaddeyo nga asagula akalulu eri musajja we Irombi Emmanuel era nga contest oba akalulu kaneeno kali ebbugumu lyeyongeredde ddala okubeera nga wakati wa FDC saako ne National Resistance Movement nkutegeezako nti campaign oba kakuyega akomekkerezeddwa olw'eggulo lw'olwaleero nga okusinziira ku Electoral Commission abantu ebifo ebirondebwa mu polling stations ziri 223 polling stations era abantu abagenda okubeera nga balonda oba registered oba bewandiise okulonda okusinziira ku nkalala ziri updated 12,108,856 bebona registered voters oba abalonzi abewandiise era bali eligible okubeera nga balonda butereevu njagala nkutuuseeko president wa ekibiina kya Forum for Democratic Change atubulira ate tutya butya bo bali ready akalulu bagenda kubeera nga bakakwasaganya batya era bayeteeseteese batya okulaba nti olwokuna basuula akalulu for matters of language we shall just switch to English because the guest I have yes the party president of the Forum for Democratic Change is not so well that conversant with Uganda but I don't have any problem with just discussing with him on matters concerning the Forum for Democratic Change's readiness in the forthcoming election or the by-election that is slated on this Thursday in Nebbi. Like remember, the chair, William Ezram Alenyo died last year, that was September, so the Electoral Commission had to actually do a by-election or conduct a by-election which is taking place this week. So the campaigns have been underway and have been concluded this evening, and I would love to join rightly to the party president, that is His Excellency Patrick Oboy Amuriat, to dissect onto these matters and tell me how ready is the FDC plus I think other opposition and to see how they can, whether they can win up this post or the NRM can still go ahead with that Post. Yes, hello, good evening to you, Mr. Amuriat.
Yes, good evening, Moses, and good evening, listeners and viewers. Greetings from the district of Nebi,
Okay.
where we are at the moment camped as the FDC. We have just concluded the campaigns for our flag bearer for LC5 chairman for Nebi district, Mr. Vicky Onyai Emmanuel, together with candidates for the other positions that are available to be competed for.
Mr. Amuriat, how has been the campaign trail?
Hello?
Okay.
The campaigns have been concluded without much incident, save for the arrest of some of our supporters and confiscation of motorcycles belonging to our supporters, one of whom is still being held in the police here in Nebi of charges, allegations of causing confusion during the election campaign. Yeah, so our candidate, Vicky Onyai Emmanuel, is a quality candidate. His quality by far surpasses that of the other candidates, and he is a person not very difficult to market because he is grounded and has been working within the community in Nebi. And so this really informed our fielding of Onyai, whom we believe conditions remaining normal, he could actually win this election without much difficulty.
Okay, so...
but with that said, of course, all of us know whom the Electoral Commission belongs to. The Electoral Commission likely belongs to Mr. Museveni, and I understand he was here to campaign for his candidate. It's worth noting that we have already registered some victory here, in that two of our candidates for district councillor, one male, the other woman, have gone through unopposed and were declared long ago, immediately after the nominations were closed. And so we already have something to talk about in this election. Although, of course, come Thursday, the 11th, we believe that we will be able to take charge of more positions.
Okay,
so
Mr. Amuriat.
The situation that we are in at the moment here in Nebi. There's a high presence of the police in this place, and we anticipate intimidation. We have also got reports from our agents of some people trying to work outside the law to rig the election.
Mr. Amuriat, you said that the EC belongs to Mr. Museveni or works for Mr. Museveni. Why would FDC then align or just contest in an election knowingly that the Electoral Commission belongs to Mr. Museveni? Does that make sense to you?
We go to the elections to do two things. Firstly, we go into an election of this kind to reach out to our population and to mobilize them, educate them on what is happening in the country and the failures of the current regime. But secondly, the Electoral Commission, if overwhelmed, and if our people are very vigilant, may not have room to rig this election. And so we normally go, not because we into an election, not because we fully belong to, we fully believe in the electoral processes or electoral commission, but because we as a party believe we can be able to mobilize our people as we campaign but also go an extra mile in trying to protect our elections. This has succeeded in districts like Jinja, for the case of Jinja municipality, and also in the case of Rukunjiri district in the recent past, where the FDCs have been reinforced their efforts to protect their votes and also identify quality candidates we have managed to win. And so maybe district is no exception. We should also remember that we have had an influence over Nebi because in the by-elections for Nebi municipality, our candidate, Robert Omega, actually won that election. Unfortunately, the Electoral Commission operated outside the law and made it possible for people to vote even in darkness, and the counting of votes in one or two polling stations in the municipality here happened after that. And so this is an area that our candidate should have been declared because he won, but unfortunately wasn't declared, and therefore we have somebody who was declared an NRM competitor whom we believe has held the parliamentary position ever since then without winning the election.
So how ready is the FDC this time round to see that you pocket this victory this time round? How ready is FDC?
Obviously, the FDC is going to face a bit of challenges because of the terrain in this area. Those of you who know Nebi, the western part of Nebi and part of the north is hilly, and it requires, a lot of work to be done to get our agents the polling stations early enough, and also to monitor the election as it goes on that day. Yes, it's going to be challenging for us, but fortunately our teams have been on the ground to identify the difficult places that will require extra support, and these are the areas that we are going to put in more support. But you should also be aware of the fact that the NRM is under such situations really dead at ensuring that they inconvenience us. We have been told by our agents of cases of bribery, programs that are initiated just recently and are being implemented now to coincide with the election of this area. And for us, we view that as a case of bribery that should really not be happening in this election.
Okay.
And so we have raised a complaint with the Electoral Commission, even if we do not believe that they can be of any use to us under these circumstances.
Okay, I will just take you shortly for a short commercial breather. When I return, you just continue telling me why you should actually complain to the Electoral Commission that you know or you think that it belongs to President Museveni. Well, let's first have a short commercial breather.
Okay.